Hey, welcome to the Popcorn Perspective. Today we're going to go into the Deadpool trailer, which we just took a look at. So, AK, give us a little synopsis. What do we see in the trailer?
Yeah, so the trailer actually aired in the first quarter of the Super Bowl. I was expecting it to be like a halftime premiere, but very interesting. It showed a lot of unique, I guess, additions to the Deadpool 3 movie. They have the TVA making an introduction. It looks like there is going to be another judge going to be introduced. Not sure who he is, what his relationship is with the whole Loki series that's been going on. Plus, you do show that looks like the TVA agents are trying to bring in Deadpool for some kind of inquiry to join the MCU. So I'm very interested on how that's going to work out. It definitely looked like a lot of fun. Looks like exactly what you wanted with a Deadpool movie. Plus, the end with the teaser with Logan. I'm very excited.
Same, dude. Yeah, so I was not expecting the trailer to come out this early into the Super
Yeah,
Bowl, but it looked really, really good. And you touch on a lot of important things there. So yeah, it seems like Deadpool has been messing around with time. I think we saw Shatterstar. He's alive, even though he died in the second one. So did Peter, but we
yeah.
did see that at the end credits in Deadpool 2.
Oh yes, you're right. The
Um,
Peter comes back.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And so, yeah, it makes sense that the TVA is stepping in because Wade Wilson with time travel capabilities probably not a good, maybe something that needs to be curbed.
Which makes me think is are they going to reverse the bringing back of Vanessa? Are they going to go back to killing her off because that's why he messed with timelines was to bring back his wife Vanessa. So I'm wondering if are they going to play with that anymore, or is that just kind of a done deal that she's back alive?
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess we'll find out. I think if they go that direction, then we could see like evil Deadpool, where he just goes and kills the entire Marvel universe in a sense, because
Well, I'm not sure.
that
Did
guy
you
can
ever
go
read?
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
have you read any big Deadpool comics, like older comics or classic
a little
comics
bit
of
here and
his?
there. I know what you're referring to. So yeah,
Yeah, so they do have a Deadpool kills the Marvel
yeah,
Universe, which is just a bonkers series. But the fact that
yeah.
it seems like they're bringing in the TVA to prune prior or like other timelines, which I know Loki kind of stopped the whole pruning, but I'm kind of curious if this is before Loki. But is it going to be Deadpool kills the Fox universe to bring them all into the MCU?
Yeah, that'd be
Because
really interesting.
that would be fun.
Though I feel like they made a few hints here and there that can we see this as the last Deadpool? Because he said, uh, what was that line that he had? It was, I am going to be Marvel Jesus or something. So he
Yeah,
takes
yeah,
upon the
but
sins. He takes all the sins. Maybe
from the
it's
other
his
heroes.
end. Yeah, but then he'll be
I, I
back
can't I,
later.
I can't see them killing off Deadpool. He's such a fan favorite character. Plus, all of his movies have been such big office hits. I feel like they
Yeah,
can't kill him off,
yeah.
especially not this soon.
Marvel needs all the help they can get. So yeah,
Yeah, I feel like Disney's not going to blunder like one of the biggest characters, especially the first mutant to actually have a movie in the MCU. They're not going to just kill him off. Like they've hinted at other mutants. I'm not sure. Have you seen the Marvels yet?
oh,
Okay, okay.
yeah,
So I won't spoil anything. It's on Disney Plus. I definitely recommend you watching it. But
okay.
so I mean they definitely have a couple of mutants like in the background, but nothing has been like focused on them yet. So this is the first mutant movie that we're focusing in the MCU. So they can't kill him off. I'd be shocked if they find a way to get rid of him.
Yeah, no, for sure. Anything else that intrigued you? What about his wig? What's the wig
Oh
story?
God, Jesus, that took me out for a good second. I was like, what is going on? That was the most ugliest looking. But that was definitely had me laughing when the TVA agent ripped it off. I was like, oh, it's just a
I
toupee.
don't
Okay.
know.
do
Yeah.
you do you have do you have any questions or any concerns going into this movie?
No, not really concerns. I'm never concerned about these Deadpool movies because I just go have a good time and that's what they
Yeah.
deliver on. So no concerns. Just curious. So we got a new judge. I believe they refer to him as Paradox. and there's not
So
much
did
I
they
could
say
find
that?
online.
Yeah, did they say that in the movie in the trailer that he's
Yeah,
Paradox?
so they didn't, but if you listen to the, sorry, if you watch it with subtitles on YouTube, then his name is registered as Paradox.
Hmm.
So
I'm not
that's a
sure.
little
Yeah.
clue. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know anything about Paradox?
No, I don't. The only little research I could find on him is he presided on some case in the comics with She-Hulk, but that's
Hmm.
pretty much. So I'm guessing they're just gonna take this character and just gonna totally new direction. He might be the villain. Who knows?
Hmm. I mean, I definitely like the actor. I'm not sure if you've seen Succession, but he was easily my favorite part of that TV show, Succession. He was just hilarious, just very dry, just very, just like, just his character was just very hilarious, and he was just a big asshole in that show. So I definitely want to see how he is in the MCU. I hope if he is the villain, it's not like a normal MCU villain. They kill him off after one movie. I kind of want to see these villains stay alive longer than one movie, and I would love to see if he is the villain, if he continues with like a story arc,
Yeah, I hope he lives up to his name, which is Paradox. So
which is
I
a
don't know.
great
I think it'll
name.
be fun. Yeah.
Now, do you have any like? So, like, one question I have is the way they ended Deadpool 2. From my recollection, it's been a couple of years since I've seen that movie, but didn't Cable stay back in Deadpool's timeline because he gave Deadpool his time traveling thing so he can rescue Vanessa, which only had like one or two hits left in it. So I was wondering, is Cable still around? Is that
Right.
little kid, the little firebender Rusty, is he still around as well?
Yeah. No. Really interesting question. So for Cable, I think Wade figures out a way to bypass the limit on it, the power
Okay.
limit. That's how he's able to go and save all these other random people.
Oh yeah, because he
So
killed his old Deadpool self, and
right.
yeah.
Yeah. So my guess is he'll probably give it to Cable to go back to his own time because he has a kid, has a wife,
Hmm.
and we do see like all of that coming back. So they are
Oh
alive.
yeah, because
So my
he
guess
had that
is
little bear, that
yeah,
teddy bear thing, right? Yeah.
yeah. My guess is since Deadpool is in the TVA, he might be able to go see Cable since
Hmm.
time is relative in the TVA. That'll be really interesting. I'd love Josh Brolin, so I wouldn't mind that. And
Seeing Josh
then
Brolin come back as a whole different character other than Thanos. I know they made those jokes already in Deadpool 2, but just actually seeing him in the actual MCU would just be.
yes, yes, for sure. And then you mentioned Rusty. I love that actor, and he was so
He was
fun
just so funny.
in the
He was
second one.
so.
Yes.
Yeah. What about
So I
Juggernaut?
hope he comes
Because.
back.
Oh, yeah. Because Juggernaut, I'm not sure if they killed him. I know they electrocuted him in the pool, but I mean, he's Juggernaut. I don't think he died
Yeah,
from
he's Juggernaut.
electrocution. I would love to see him come back, especially since his fight with Colossus. Those two, the brawl was
Yeah.
amazing. Easily one of my favorite parts of Deadpool 2.
No, for
Um,
sure.
I know you. If you watch that birthday scene when he's blowing up the cake in the trailer, you do see like. I know you mentioned Shadowstar. Peter was in there as well, but you also do see a little bit of Colossus. And you do see like Mega Sonic Warhead,
Yeah.
Teenage Warhead, and her girlfriend Yukiya or Yuki. What was her name? That
I'm drawing a blank, but yes, I know
yeah.
who you're talking about.
So I'm curious if they're gonna bring any other like X Men characters. If they're doing like the whole X Men kill, Deadpool kills an X Men or Fox Universe, do you think they're gonna bring in like a whole bunch of other X Men characters or like other franchises in, or is it just gonna be kind of more a continuation of his storyline from Deadpool 2?
Yeah, honestly, not sure on that. I'm not sure how much they're going to lean into uh, Deadpool kills the Fox universe.
Hmm.
Uh, but if they do go in that direction, I can see them bringing back at least uh, Magneto. Maybe they would have to bring back some of these big hitters.
Yeah,
So
I know.
maybe
Patrick Stewart's already.
Magneto, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause I know Patrick Stewart's already said that his phone's open. If they call him, he's going. He's coming back. I know he
yeah.
loves the world. He just loves being in
Playing
that
Professor
playground.
X. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but I mean, if they do it, do you think they're gonna bring in both variations, the younger self and the older self? So like the first class actors and the original trilogy actors.
I think it would be easier for the first class to come back,
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm thinking.
I personally would like the originals. That's just my take.
So one thing, I know I mentioned before we started the stream. So I actually just recently, about a year and a half ago, we watched all the X-Men movies because they announced Deadpool was joining the MCU. So I was like, oh, I want to watch all the X-Men movies in like in order. Um, in the trailer for like a brief second, towards the later half of the trailer, it looked like the actor who played Pryor, like the fire guy from X-Men 2 and 3, the guy who goes against I cannot remember I can't. I'm blanking on names right now. It's been a long day, but it looked like that actor was back in it. And if they're bringing in that actor, which we have not seen since X-Men 3, when what 20 years ago now, that would be very interesting. If they can bring him back, who's to say who's not on chopping block or who's not on the like who won't return?
Yeah, I can see that. But honestly, that would be such a deep cut that probably 90% of the population wouldn't know or remember. You're probably in the 1 or 10% that actually know who that is.
And it's probably because I just watched the movies. I did not
Okay.
remember that character at all when I was watching. Like, oh, this guy looks familiar, but I have no idea who he was. And then the movie was going. I'm like, okay, I vaguely remember this guy from when I was watching in my childhood. I mean, I definitely read some comics with him in it. I know he's a bigger name in the comics. I know the X-Men movies didn't really do a good job at diversifying the cast as they. I hope they're going to do in the future with the new movies,
Mhm.
but I mean, I really want to see like Kitty Pryde come back. I would love to see one. I want to see Nightcrawler come back. I would love to see Hal Berry come back as Storm. X Men trilogies. I would love to just see come back just to reprise the role, just for even if it's like a cameo, just for a quick brief second or two.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anything else
Awesome,
to
dude.
yeah? What do you think of the popcorn meter? Where do you
Oh,
rate
definitely,
this?
definitely theater popped.
Easily. There's no debate on that. That's an easy theater
Yes.
popped.
Yeah,
Now,
definitely gonna watch it in theaters.
how pissed would you be if it ends up just being one of the worst movies ever?
Yeah, it's always a possibility.
I think
But it's
if
not gonna be.
Deadpool no, I think if Deadpool 3 ends up being just a complete blunder or just complete like misfire, I think that might spell the end of the MCU. As much as I'm still a fan of these last two phases, like some movies here and there, I
Yeah.
think if Deadpool 3 fails, I think it's going to put a big blunder on whatever MCU does next.
Yeah, I can see that. But I think if the creative work is still done by the same Deadpool team from one and two, I think they've really touched on something that the audience likes. I wouldn't
Hmm.
expect them to change too much.
I mean, I know Hugh Jackman. There was no way they would have brought him back if I mean he would not have come back if he didn't like what the script was. I feel like
Yeah, for sure.
they could do so much with this movie and just have so much like going for it. I'm so hyped for it. I'm so
Yeah,
hyped.
same, same. All
Anything
right, dude.
else?
Nope, that's all.
No. Let's get back to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Who do you have winning?
I think the Falcons are up right now, but my
The
money's still
Falcons. Do you
on.
not know who's in?
Oh, I'm sorry, the 49ers. Yeah, I know the
Okay.
49ers
Okay.
are up 10-0 right now.
Yeah.
So my guess is the Chiefs will still win.
Wow. Okay, I'm team 49ers. Nothing against the Chiefs. I just want to see I love CMC, Christian McCaffrey, so I just want to see him
Yeah,
do
I
his
have no
thing.
dog in
And
this race.
yeah, me neither. I mean,
Yeah.
my team got wasn't even into the playoffs again, so all right, well, hey, we'll hopefully we'll see what other trailers come out in the Super Bowl and I'll see you guys next time.
Yep. See you guys. Peace.